Great news, folks, we are back to campus and we'll be welcoming some of you to Maynooth for the very first time after what has been a crazy year and a half. Now, we know you're going to be wondering, what is university life going to be like this year? How many lectures do I have on campus? Do I have any online? How do I make friends, join clubs and societies, and have fun? And how do I do all of that while keeping myself, my friends, and my family safe? Here on the ground, Maynooth University has been busy preparing to make things as close to normal as possible, while still doing everything that we can to protect ourselves, our families, and our friends from COVID-19.
Things are definitely looking up for us this year, but we each need to play our part to keep things going in the right direction. First of all, please get vaccinated if you can. You are less likely to get sick and less likely to infect friends and family. We've had enough disruption to our lives, so please do your part in keeping the entire Maynooth University community safe. If you decide not to get vaccinated, you are at greater risk of serious infection and spreading is more likely, so you should keep your distance from others and avoid social events.
Secondly, if you feel unwell, don't come to campus. It's not worth taking the risk. If you become unwell on campus, or if you test positive for COVID-19, let the university know by calling the COVID response team on 01 474 7999. That way, we can stop the virus in its tracks and prevent any further disruption to our lives. By playing our part, we can get through this together.
Most classes and all labs, practicals and tutorials will take place on campus this year, but some very large classes will take place online to decrease congestion on campus. Wherever possible, every module will have an on-campus tutorial or other experience each week, so we get the opportunity to interact with our classmates as much as possible. When you come back to campus, however, there are some things you must remember.
You need to wear a face covering anywhere indoors, including classes, and outside when it's difficult to maintain a distance. We know some people cannot wear face coverings. If this is the case for you, we advise you to contact the Student Health Centre. The larger lecture theatres will have seats with extra spacing for those who are medically vulnerable. Your instructor will be 2 meters away whenever possible and will not be required to wear a face covering. This is because they'll be doing most of the talking and everyone needs to hear them.
We've staggered the start times for some rooms to avoid crowding in corridors. When you arrive to a teaching space, you'll notice that it's marked as to whether it is a 5 past or 10 past start. So please do your best to try and arrive then. Be careful not to crowd around the entrances to classrooms, and before you go in, 1, sanitize your hands, and 2, take a wipe so that you can wipe down your desk.
Classrooms have been assessed for ventilation and carbon dioxide monitors have been installed. These measures help reduce the risk of aerosol transmission, as well as open windows, which could make the rooms a little cooler. So you'd want to bring an extra layer with you to stay warm.
When you sit down at your desk, you should remember 2 things. First, wipe down the desk in front of you. And second, scan the QR code into your Maynooth University check-in app. If you haven't downloaded this already, please do so now. If for some reason you can't download the app, please write down the number listed on the QR code. Checking in on the app is really important to help with contact tracing, which may prevent you from having to restrict your movements. It is also really important to scan these codes when you're in the library as well.
Speaking of the library, don't forget to book your seat online. And when you need a break, the cafes will be open for takeaway as usual. But if you want to sit in the cafe, the Phoenix Restaurant or Puget Hall, you will need a digital COVID certificate. And just so you know, the MSU bar will be checking digital COVID certs on the door. Yet another reason to get vaccinated.
And now for the fun part. Yes, there will be loads of opportunities this year to get involved with clubs, societies, sports and social activities. They may look slightly different than in years past, with more outdoor activities and smaller groups, but don't worry, it's going to be a great year, especially if we all take it upon ourselves to play our part in keeping the Maynooth University community safe.
That means when we get together to socialise, it's still important to follow the public health guidelines for household gatherings. After all, no one wants to have to isolate again. We have way too much to catch up on.
We're so lucky to be coming back to a campus that's located in Ireland's only university town. There's a real sense of community spirit here in Maynooth, and we want everyone, from students to lecturers, to play their part.
Taking responsibility for our own behaviour, protecting those around us, and showing the people of Maynooth that we care about everyone's well-being.
Now, before we start the year, take out your phone and do these 2 things. First, download the Maynooth University check-in app. Secondly, put the COVID response team number in your phone. It is 01 474 7999. Remember, call the number if you become unwell on campus or if you test positive for COVID-19. And remember, You can always check out the COVID-19 section of the university website for more information, or contact the Student Help Desk.
We're so excited to welcome you to campus, especially those of you who haven't been here before. If we each play our part, we can keep each other safe. It's going to be an amazing year. We're ready, and we can't wait to welcome you.